Hi, grade 4, it's Mrs. Coes. So I made this video because I have some exciting news. You might remember that a few months ago we wrote to Viola Desmond's sister, Mrs. Robson, in Cape Breton, Nova Scotia. Well, today when I was at school, Roxy gave me an envelope with a letter from Mrs. Robson to all of you. So I wanted to show you a few pictures and then I thought I would read the letter to you. So here's a picture of Mrs. Robson. Her name is Wanda, and she's holding the first $10 bill that was made with her sister's picture on it. And remember, my connection to Mrs. Robson is that her daughter and I were friends when we were growing up. So I spent a lot of time sleeping over at Mrs. Robson's house and having lots of adventures with my friends there. So here's a picture of the book that Mrs. Robson wrote about her sister Viola and about growing up together. Here's the envelope that I got today. And here's the first page of the letter. Mrs. Robson has beautiful cursive handwriting, but I think I'm going to read it out loud to you just in case it might be challenging for you to read. So it starts out, hello, Reese and classmates. And I think that's because Reese wrote her own letter to Mrs. Robson. So I think that she has answered all of your questions plus Reese's questions all in the same letter. So it says, hello, Reese and classmates. Thank you for writing to me. Your class is inspiring. I shall try to answer your 10 questions. But first, Reese, your decision to become a lawyer because of Viola's case is commendable. But bear in mind that you can be anything you want to be, even if you change your mind. The world is waiting for all of you. Another subject, animals. We've always had cats, although I love horses, dogs, and cats. My cat, Charlie, died 2 years ago, and I think Joe and I will not get any more animals because of our age. I will try to answer your questions. Number one, were you affected by Viola's case? Answer, yes, at that time and presently now. When it happened, 1946, all I could think about and hear was the word jail. It made me upset. I understood her case now as I am older. Question number two. Why did you decide to talk about Viola so many years after? Answer. After raising my children, I have 5, I attended Cape Breton University, and during a lecture on social injustice, Viola's name was mentioned. The teacher decided that schools and the public should hear and think about Viola's case. I started telling Viola's story as more schools, colleges, business places, etc., as more and more people heard about her. Question 3. How old were you when Viola's incident happened? Answer. I was 19 years old. Question 4. How do you feel about Viola being on the $10 bill? Answer. Amazed and very proud. She is the only woman, except for our queen, to be on a bill, and she was black. Question 5. How bad was racism on a scale from 1 to 10 when the Viola case was going on? Answer. I'd say about an 8 on the scale of 1 to 10 during the 1940s. Question 6. Did you know Viola was in jail? If so, did you visit her? Answer. No to both questions. Question 7. Do you believe racism will ever stop? Answer. Sadly, I don't think it will. On the bright side, change is happening now through education of the young people like you. There are many young people who are sending a message of equality. We are all one. Question 8. Why did you, as a black woman, marry a white man, knowing that people might not agree? Answer. We fell in love, and true love does not see color. When we were going together, I did feel, at first, a little nervous about being seen in public with him, but Joe, my husband, did not seem to be bothered about the public's thoughts. That was when I relaxed. Question 9. Are you still in contact with your siblings? Answer. Out of 11 children, there are now 2 remaining, myself and my sister Eugenie. Jeannie. She is 96 years of age and in a nursing home in Montreal. I am 93 years of age and still living at our home in Cape Breton. Question 10. Did you ever consider leaving Cape Breton because of the racism? Answer. Never. Although I've encountered racism, most of the residents are wonderful and the young people are getting the message of equality and passing it on. And there are 2 more lines that you might not be able to see in the picture here, but Wanda says, "Keep up the good work. Love, Wanda. P.S. Viola's name was placed in the Museum of History in Ottawa on February 27th, 2020. And here's a picture of Wanda and her husband, Joe. This is a magazine that Wanda sent to us in the envelope. So I'll have that at school in September if you want to take a look at it. And the last thing I'll put up is the names of Viola Desmond and Wanda Robson in case you or your parents want to do a little bit more research on either of them. There are lots of videos and pictures and articles to read if you'd like more information about Viola Desmond. So I miss everybody, and I hope that you're excited about getting this letter, and I'll have it for you in September so you can see it and read it again if you like. Talk to you later.